What is Old High German? Old High German is the language that was the origin of what we know now as German. And when I say German in this context, I mean southern Germany, central southern Germany. Because in northern Germany, the language there derives from something called, that derives from Old Saxon, but I already have a video on that, but let's carry on. Now, Old High German dates roughly back to 700s. Some argue a little earlier than that, but for sake of simplicity, let's keep out the 700s and all the way up to 1050, because around 1050 is when you have the emergence of Middle High German, and Middle High German evolved into early New High German, and then on to what we know now as German. But further about Old High German, it is categorized in the West Germanic languages. So what does that mean? It means that there are a lot of similarities and cognates to the following languages, such as Old English, Old Saxon, Old Frisian, and Old Dutch. That's the thing with Old High German. You'll find a lot of variants of spellings of the same word and whatnot. So, but then there are other cases where you have the same spelling. For example, in the Germanic world at this time, the word for "my" is "mean," and that's the same for pretty much all the Germanic languages of this time. M-I with a macron and. Anyway, further, I like to go over some maps so we can look together and so you guys get some visual guidance and where exactly Old High German was spoken and whatnot. So let's take a look, shall we? Here is a map of Old High German that was spoken in roughly 950 AD. So this gives you a sort of idea of where exactly throughout Germany at this time where Old High German was spoken. I mean, you had it in central Germany, and then you have it along the south, and then you have all the way this on the tips of northern Italy, and we have it in Austria and so whatnot. So anyway, so we have that. Then I have another map I'd like to show you guys that kind of really shows you the differences of dialects and stuff like that. And there are many, many dialects in Old High German. Oh yeah, much more than there are in Old English. It's really vast. So when we're dealing with languages in this area of the Germanic world, we always come encounter with something called High German. Why high? Well, the thing is, in this case, when we mean high, we mean southern. So in this case, the green here represents southern. Southern German, and then the blue here is Central German, and then we have the north here represents Low German. So. These are geographical terms. So that's something to bear in mind. So when people talk of Low German, they mean up here. And when they talk about High German, they talk about down here. And Central is pretty much straightforward. It's, in the center. So there we are. And that's it for this video. Be sure to subscribe. I make videos whenever I can. And if you really like my material, please like me on Facebook. And if you really like this show and you want to support it financially, please become a patron at my Patreon page down below. My name is Kevin, and you're watching Learning Old Germanic Languages. Take care.